Hello, 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 everyone. Today we are starting really because yesterday was an introduction, our topic on energy and enthusiasm. So I just wanted to start with the most obvious, and that's the power of physical energy. So let's kick off with it is the most obvious topic, and it's our physical body. And when we move, we groove. So whether it's a power walk or stretching or just getting up with the sunrise and doing that stretch or dancing around the kitchen while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, movement changes everything. And I know I look like it too, probably, but I just got back from yoga, and honestly, I just feel so good. I've often done yoga just on my own, and I've just started doing yoga classes with my girlfriend here in Palm Springs, and I am loving it so much. You can't even imagine how good I feel after I'm done. I just, honestly, I am never giving this up ever again. So I will continue with this yoga. I feel so good. And my back, oh, I'm amazed at how well my back feels because I've always had some issue with that. So when we're focusing on the energy that comes from exercise, we're actually optimizing our health. And, the opposite can be true as well. So when we're feeling no energy from, laying around on the couch or sitting around all day, that lack of energy feeds on itself as well. And it drops our overall feeling of what well-being and vitality. Energy builds on energy. And just think back to, do you remember high school, of course, and Newton's first law? An object at rest stays at rest. An object in motion, well, you know what I mean. So it's true, I think, with our physical bodies as well. I'm going to just put it out here right now. This is a cautionary note. I'm not, advising or advocating anything other than building energy and doing what's within your limits. So ultimately, you should always make sure that you're consulting with your health team on your limits and abilities because we all have those. You may have a doctor, you may have your physical therapist, just make sure that you're doing whatever is within your limits. So when we think about incorporating exercise into our life, whether you're a beginner and just doing 10 minutes or as a starting point, or you're an enthusiast and you're going hard, always be cautious. Only do what's within your limits. But what's important is just doing it. And Nike's just do it. Uh, um, Logo. It's so important that we are just doing something. And there's support everywhere. I just I did some half marathons way back when for lymphoma and leukemia. When one of my girlfriends had ended up with lymphoma, and met so many people in that group, and ended up doing. I think I ended up doing 4 or 5 of the half marathons. That was a lot of fun. I actually started doing, I love walking. So I started doing um, half marathons, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, any kind of run I could be on. And then eventually I joined this Conqueror Challenge thing. And I think I've shown my medals here. But there's people who do it in all levels. I was going to tell a couple of stories about people in the Conqueror Challenge because it's such a supportive, amazing group. I found that because not everybody can walk, not everybody wants to walk. Some people are doing more things. Some people are doing, less. And one was this 96-year-old woman. She was posting every day in this group. It was so cool. Well, actually, her son was posting for her because she didn't have a Facebook account, or maybe she had a Facebook account, but she didn't know how to use it. I can't remember, but her son would post for her. 96 years old, and her exercise was going up and down the stairs. and she started out with just doing, I think a few ups and downs. And what is awesome about this group is we have a conversion chart. So if I'm doing yoga, I can still go in and say, okay, I did 60 minutes of yoga today, and that's worth, it's probably not going to be worth very much, but it's probably worth about a kilometer and a half. So that might be 1 mile at the most. And if you're, say, if you're somebody else on the opposite end of the spectrum, you're doing cycling and hiking, and then you're going to go play tennis. You can convert it all and turn it into mileage of walking, which is awesome. And this group is amazing. um, there was another lady in the group, and my heart goes out for someone who feels that they can't be out there, in front of people. But she said that she started walking at night because she was too embarrassed to go out in the daytime and let people see her. So she started walking at night, and she gained confidence in her own being, her own body, so that she changed that. And her strides were amazing. And I just loved her story too. So, there's people from all walks of life doing this, and people who walk all the time are in here, and then people who have never walked before. It's a really great group. You have to join a challenge. It's called Conqueror Challenge. So, and I don't have any affiliate or anything with it, so I'm just letting you know. There's also, just Facebook groups out there that if you just want to be a part of a group who likes to walk. I certainly belong to plenty of those. I don't always post in them. And, it moved me into doing different things. Like I've done all my Caminos, and I'm just going to get on to a little bit about that in a bit. But, movement as an energy builder, movement creates momentum. So not just in your body, but also in your life. There's like a ripple effect. And that it spills, once you're getting that confidence, it spills into your day-to-day feelings of self-confidence, productivity, and accomplishment. So it affects your mood, affects your mental clarity, and there's a domino effect. That domino effect can be up or down, though. Small movements matter. And you don't need a gym, you just need a willingness to move. And when I say that, it can be a domino effect in both ways. Like I've been sick for the past week, and that has been tough on me because, couldn't get out and do anything. And it just had that, you just want to sleep more, just lay around more. The more you lay around, the more you want to lay around. Anyway, I do remember, it just sort of comes to mind that when I first started walking again, this was after I'd done 2 Caminos, and, the first one was 800 kilometers, that's 500 miles. The first one was, 120 kilometers. Hmm. And the second one was the 800 kilometers. And then, I was walking a lot, I was doing a lot of activity, and then 2020 hit. And, that time I talked about that before, like my spark was gone. And I just literally had to push myself to get into it. So I started out with just 1 kilometer. And probably took me 20 minutes to do that first kilometer that day. And it changed everything again for me. So I did another Camino. In fact, oh, excuse me, I have to cough. My goal now, it's not, walking 800 kilometers. Right now, my goal is just to be the healthiest I can be. I'm not thinking about weight loss anymore. I'm not thinking about building muscle and lifting weights. I used to just have this thing. Took a lot of pride in how much I could deadlift. I had a great physical trainer that I loved. And he had me doing deadlifts, and I was competing, not not in competitions, but in my head, I was doing my little competition. And so, anyway, yeah, my goal now is just optimizing my health. My favorite types of movements right now, still walking, hiking, stretching. I, I'm moving that stretching now into uh, yoga with my girlfriend, and because there's several things why. When I was doing my stretching, I was doing stretching, but it maybe would last 15 minutes. That would be probably the most. Um, but going to yoga and having a class, like you're there for a whole hour. And I mean, I just would never do stretching for a whole hour. So I love this. Qigong. Started doing Qigong online with some of my business partners, and I love the Qigong. Actually, I would love to get back into that one. So I think that's going to be one. And online yoga, well, I have some apps. I pay for them. I'm letting them go. I've let them go in the past. I don't know why I keep buying them, but I don't do the online yoga very well. So now yoga with my Kim, I love it. And so I don't know. What are you doing? So I was thinking, what's your chat? What I'm going to give you an action step. So I want you to just do anything that makes you feel good, and then just to notice. Did it shift your mood? I bet it did. Did it shift your focus? Maybe. What about your enthusiasm throughout the day? Did it change that at all? So start, all you have to do is start tracking your movement. And I thought this might fit in really well. We were talking about journaling last week, or maybe it was the week before. I was sick last week. So um, maybe just journal about, the duration, your thoughts. Was it too hard? Was it too easy? Maybe make a list of the different types of exercises you'd like to do. Maybe make a list of who your health team is, and if you need to go out and be seeing your um, doctor about this, if you want to get a personal trainer, just journal about it, make some stuff. And okay, I'm going to wrap this up with a couple of quick tips. um, Always good to have a friend, an accountability partner, and get a girlfriend, get a friend, and to walk with or work out with, or go to yoga class with. It's accountability, and it makes a difference so much. And if you have physical limitations, talk to your doctor. um, Talk about the options that you have and what you can and cannot do. You need to be very aware of what your body can handle, or your heart. If you've got a heart issue, your doctor may just say do chair yoga, or maybe your muscles are really low. Maybe you need to do something a little bit lighter. That's fine. So if you have issues with pain, that's been stopping you in the past from physically doing any exercise, see a physical therapist and get that straightened out, because no one should live in pain, and you don't want that. So if you need a chiropractor, if you need massage, just get that. I know sometimes it hits the budget, but it's so important that you take care of the pain in your body. So anyway, I hope that helps you with your energy building. And let me know in the comments if you're going to give it a go and get started. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day.